welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We're about 10 miles due east of the U.S. Capitol building at Northwest Stadium in Landover. Tonight, a good one straight ahead. It's the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
You know, you think back, Mike, to a year ago, 6 quarterbacks taken in the first round of the NFL draft, and Bo Nix was probably the least heralded coming out of college, but was able to lead his team to the playoffs, and he really did it by earning his job out of training camp, and he never looked back. 29 touchdown passes, the most ever by a rookie in Broncos history.
And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And he will get into the end zone. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Deebo Samuel gonna get a chance to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
When you think back over the last couple decades, Mike, I'm not sure there was a more impressive rookie NFL quarterback season than what we saw a year ago out of Jaden Daniels. Not only personally, the efficiency, the effectiveness, the explosiveness and production, but the ability to turn around a franchise in Washington that hadn't seen greatness and hadn't seen success in what seems like ages. Jaden Daniels, Dan Quinn, it is a new era of Washington Commanders football. I'll tell you what, they got themselves to the playoffs a year ago. I wouldn't be shocked to see them playing in that NFC Championship game come the end of this season. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On second down, it's Daniels. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop.
And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs, and sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
Third down and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
On fourth down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. And back deep is Marvin Mims. Our game here is part of the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend, a remembrance the NFL created a couple of years back. What a great job they did. Because no one deserves to be celebrated more than John Madden on Thanksgiving weekend. Of course, Greg and I, all of us at EA Sports, we hope you had a terrific Thursday and you're setting up to settle in for some great football on this very special American holiday. They send Sutton in motion. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page in this target. That's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
On second down, it's Nix. It's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 20. First down, Broncos.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Denver.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from football, and it'll bring up third down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. And That's probably a touchdown.
Nix from the gun on third down. He'll try to run for it. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first
It's
down.
a gain of 16 yards. And the Broncos first down. A gain
The
of
defensive
16
line
yards.
has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
They get about 6 before he's taken down.
Completes to J.K. Dobbins. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a wrestling.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Once for the extra point. The kick is good. Broncos move out on top, 14-0.
Commanders, nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. The rookie out of Oregon, and he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
36-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Downfield, McLaurin brings it in. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. Drake Greenlaw in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First catch in the ballgame for Debo. That's a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. To throw is Daniels. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
They'll motion over Samuel. Now he'll just pitch this one out there. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and goal. It's Daniel. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. Now it's 4th and goal.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
He connects with Mims. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A run with Dobbins. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Commanders' 11-yard line.
On the zone read, this is Nix.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Broncos with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter as they begin with 3rd and 8. They send Sutton in motion. And he's in. Touchdown, Broncos. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Commanders 3.
touchdown. Lutz gonna send this one away. Samuel gonna see what he can do. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Now Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That's caught. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A big play there for Washington. And even 50 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Throwing on second down. Daniel. Firing right side. Brought in by Brown. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have the first down. Just as the marker, it is first and goal.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Commanders get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10.
Commanders 10.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. McLaughlin now on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. Here's Here's Dobbins. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders offense heading out for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those high-popping numbers. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Daniels. Samuel has it working in the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Now a give up the middle.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Right side, catch made by McLaurin. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a 1st down. Throwing is Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That's the Pro Bowler from a year ago, Nick Bonito. Gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing now, Daniels. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, There was nowhere to go with the ball.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own
The
20-yard
Broncos
line.
offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
2nd down. Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Play action now. It's Nix. Completing that one to Carter. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And that is incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver, and when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball, and he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Lawrence Armstrong. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he is going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. They'll go play action with Nix. He keeps it himself. And he's in! Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Lutz for the extra point. His kick is good. The Broncos add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Give them 14 on that play. One 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes...
And he will score! Noah Brown. Touchdown, Washington.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. And they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive.
Gay to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Commanders are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17.
Commanders 17.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. McLaughlin now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he is very close to the 1st down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense back onto the field for their next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this 1st half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. That pass taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now, faking the give, going up top. That is hard. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 45 yards.
1st down. A gain of 45 yards.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Mims sent in motion here. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Broncos are able to extend the lead.
Broncos 35, Commanders 17.
So now, after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll throw with under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. D.J. Jones. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
That's good.
A big play there for Washington. 32 yards.
10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's McClure open on the left side.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He'll drop this down for Eckler. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining. in the first half. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Daniels gonna throw again. Taking off, he'll try and get there. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Commanders first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight. And it gives the team a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders are back within 2 scores.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. Marvin Mims now from his own end zone. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet